In this exercise, we will design a Turing machine to recognize even number of 0 and odd number of 1. So we will design a transition table and transition state diagram, okay, to recognize even number of 0 and odd number of 1 in string. Okay, this is an example. So this is our string, okay, at w1. Okay, so in this string we start with zero. Number of 0 in this string is a even number, okay, even number 0, and 3 ones in this string, so odd number of 1 in this string. Okay, this string, okay, so we start with a blank symbol on tape and end with also blank symbol on tape. So our tape head, okay, will start with the first alphabet. So tape head will read first alphabet 0, and then followed by second alphabet, third, and so on. So each time, okay, so this tape head will read and move, okay, move one step to the right, okay, until tape head will read first blank symbol on tape. Okay, so each time tape head read symbol on tape will affect to state. Okay, for example, at Q0, this is a Q0. At Q0, tape head will read value a symbol 0, okay, and then will move to next step, second symbol. Tape head will read second symbol, value 1, okay, in this string. So this symbol will affect to the state. Okay, for example, okay, at Q0, okay, at Q0, state at Q0, okay, even number of 0 and even number of 1. So 0 and 1, because okay, at Q0, okay, so tape head just start to read symbol. So we assume that, okay, number of 0 and number of 1, okay, to by default, so even number of 0 and even number of 1. So next, tape head will move one step to right, and then tape head will read 1. Okay, this will affect to another state, Q1. Okay, Q1. So once tape head read value 1, so this will affect to the state. Okay, sorry. At Q0, actually tape head will read first alphabet. Okay, at Q0, tape head will read alphabet or symbol 0. Okay, and then this will affect to number of 0 here. So even number of 0 will change to even number of 0. So at Q0, once tape head read 0, okay, so this will move to another state, Q1. Okay, Q1, read value 0, read symbol 0 on tape. Okay, so we do not change to another symbol, and then we move right. Okay, move right, and then we go to Q1. So what is Q1? Status or this state Q1, okay, from even at Q0, okay, at Q1, so at this state, because of we read value symbol 0, so 0 here, not even anymore. So this state, okay, number of 0 is odd number, okay, odd number of 0 and even number of 1, okay. So next, okay, at Q1, okay, and then next tape head will read next alphabet is 1, okay. At Q1, okay, Q1 will read alphabet or symbol 1, so symbol 1 will affect to this even number of 1, okay, because Q1 at Q1, so tape head read symbol 1 and then will move to another state, okay, Q2. At Q2, okay, so number of zeros still a odd number, and then number of ones now change to odd number of 1. So in this problem, there are four states, okay, even, odd even, odd and even odd, okay, and then last, okay, we need to put last state, it's a final state, where this final state, once tape head read blank symbol, okay, so we will move to final state. So there are four states, okay, each state have their own status, okay, for example, even number of 0, even number of 1, or at Q1 this state, okay, for odd number of 0, even number of 1. So we will design our transition table, okay, that contain this status for Q1, Q0, Q1, Q2, and Q3. So we start with a Q0. At Q0, okay, at Q0, if we read symbol 0, okay, if we read symbol 0 at Q0, this will affect to number of 0, okay, number of 0. At this state, number of 0 is even, okay, even. So once we read 0, so even number of 0 will change to odd number of 0, and then number of symbol 1 still maintain and remain, okay. So Q0, at Q0 read symbol 0, okay, we do not change this alphabet 0, and then you move right, we move right from 0, so we move right, and then state, okay, we will move to state Q1, okay, because this even number of 0, okay, once we read 0, so even number of 0 will change to odd number of 0. Okay, next at Q0, if we read symbol 1 at Q0, so this symbol will affect, symbol 1 will affect this, okay. So even number of 0, even number of 1s, so even number of 1 will change to odd number of 1s because we read symbol 1. So we read value 1, okay, and then we will move right, move right, and then we will go to, okay, next state, okay, which is a even number of 0 and odd number of 1. So EO. So we will move to Q3. Okay. At Q1, this status at Q1 is a odd number of 0, even number of 1. Okay. Once we read value 0, this will affect odd number of 0. Okay, odd number of 0 will change to even number of 0. So value 0 will move right, and then we will go to Q0. Okay, this odd will change to even. Okay, OE will change to EE. Okay, at Q1, okay, if we read symbol 1, okay, so will affect even number of 1. Okay, so even number of 1 will change to odd number of 1. So OE will change to OO. So read 1, move right, and then we'll go to state Q2. Okay, and then at Q2, okay, status for at Q2 is a OO, odd number of 0, odd number of 1. So if at this state, if we read 0, okay, this status, okay, this number of odd number of 0 will change to even number of 0. So read 0, move right, and then we'll move to Q3. Okay, we'll move to Q3 because, okay, this O will change to E, and so on. So at Q3 is an even number of 0 and odd number of 1. Okay, at Q3, once at Q3 read symbol 0, so will affect to even number of 0 will affect, so will change to odd number of 0. So at Q3, okay, we read 0, we move right, so state will move to Q2. Okay, because even will change to odd for symbol 0. Next, okay, at Q3 read symbol 1, okay, so will affect this odd number of 1 will be even number of 1. So is, okay, odd will change to even. So EE is a Q0. So read 1, move right, and then move to state Q0. Okay, and then okay, at this state, okay, at Q3, okay, so our target, okay, is to get the even number of 0 and odd number of 1. So at this state, okay, so once we at this state, and then we read blank symbol, okay, means that the end of our alphabet. Okay, so at this state, once we read blank symbol, so we will go to, okay, blank, we read blank, and then we move to left, and then we will go to final state. Okay, okay, at Q3, okay, even number of 0 and odd number of 1s. Okay, once we read blank symbol at this state, we will reach to final state.